Well, greetings pinball fans, and welcome to another episode of Alpha Bravo Pinball. Today on the show, Elvira's House of Horrors. We're going to start with a deep dive on the playfield, taking a look at all of the shots and the different features of the game, and then we'll play the game and I'll show you the basics of the rules. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Alright, here we go. Released by Stern Pinball in the fall of 2019, Elvira's House of Horrors is a wonderful game whose main feature is a three-dimensional, interactive haunted house at the back of the playfield, but more on that in a moment. Designed by Dennis Nordman and with artwork by Greg Freres, this game is actually the third game in the Elvira series by those same two people, following the release of Elvira and the Party Monsters by Bally Williams in 1989, and then Scared Stiff in 1996. Software and rules design was by Lyman Sheets, considered by many to be the best of all time in that role, and this game is no exception, with an approachable rule set that's easy to learn, but with tons more to discover as you play the game. One other note, unlike most Stern Pinball machines that have an entry-level but cost-reduced Pro model alongside the full-featured Premium and LE versions, this game was released with the full-featured Premium version as the baseline model. There was no cheaper Pro version. This means all versions of the game have the exact same gameplay features, something I think is quite nice, but obviously that comes with the downside of not having a more affordable version of the game. With that, let's take a look at the playfield shots in more detail. Alright, starting at the left side of the playfield, you will see three stand-up targets just under a trunk, which is on the left ramp return. Hitting these three stand-up targets will open up the trunk, and then when you shoot the ball up the left ramp, the ball will enter the trunk. Do this twice for a two-ball multi-ball. Note that it's also possible to chance the ball into that lock area directly. It's not shootable directly, but you'll sometimes see balls fall in there, and they do count. Next to that is the left orbit. The left orbit can go to the house in the back if it's shot with just the right amount of force, but normally will end up in the pop bumpers at the top right of the game. Next, we have the left ramp. The left ramp on this game is probably the easiest shot on the game. It's not too steep. It's pretty wide. It has some bumper absorber pads flanked on each side, which don't tend to return the ball quite as nastily as stand-up targets, for instance, if you miss. So yeah, one of the easier shots on the game for sure. And this is how you load balls into the trunk, like I just mentioned. Just to the right of the left ramp is the garage, which serves as the lock for multi-ball. This is very akin to the lock lane on Medieval Madness. However, there's no moat to jump here. What you'll see instead is a drop target, a single drop target in that garage area. Repeated shots will drop that drop target down and light lock for multi-ball. And the center of the playfield is the house, the main feature of the game. This is a really, really nice piece that's well lit by the game with RGB lighting. It's done in three-dimensional with beautiful artwork surrounding it all. It is just a wonderful piece, and notice that the turret can rotate at the top as well. The main shot on the game is a ramp that can go up and down, revealing the cellar below. When you shoot the center ramp on the game, the main house entrance, the ball will either come back down the left orbit or will be captured by the house by a diverter back there and sent to the pop bumpers to the right. Now, just to the right of the main house entrance is a stand-up target that's a little bit wider than your normal stand-up target. It's also at a 45-degree angle. This stand-up target can be hit from the bottom left flipper. It tends to not do too much during the course of normal play, but comes into effect if you get to the wizard mode in the game. All right, next to that to the right is the right ramp. The right ramp up is a little bit more challenging than the left ramp, but it is possible. Just like the left ramp, it is doable with both flippers. It is backhandable as well and returns the ball cleanly to the right flipper. Just to the right of this is the crypt. The crypt is another interactive feature on the game that's really, really cool. You hit the crypt to open it up. You can load a ball in there. And after you do, you will see a skeleton head appear, which becomes a bash toy in the game. When the ball goes into the crypt, it is ejected out of a vertical upkicker that flings the ball across the playfield and into the trunk targets. Very, very cool mechanism. Just to the right of that is the right orbit, which also has a spinner. This can send the ball all the way through the orbit back to the left orbit. And finally, the right stand-up targets, which hitting these 3 stand-up targets will light the Hand of Fate, which if you drain on the left out lane, you get a chance at a prize, including a ball saver, so important to get these. Note that completing both sets of stand-up targets will light a Playfield multiplier in the in lanes. Last thing I'll mention here, you have 4 gargoyle pop-up targets, which are a bit of a side quest that you can do. And if you look at the center of the playfield, that shows you your progress in the game. You can tell how many house modes you have completed through the level 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the Crypt Cleaner phase 1, 2, 3 inserts will tell you how many heads you have collected at the crypt. And finally, the Freak Friar, showing you progress towards Gappa Angry. But more on that when we look at gameplay in a moment. Now that we've seen the shots up close in detail, let's switch over to the multi-camera setup, play the game, and take a look at the rules in more detail. All right, let's do a rules overview on Elvira's House of Horrors. So, of course, the main feature on the game is the house. It is the first thing that you'll notice walking up to the game, and it is probably the first thing that you're going to shoot. The center shot on the house is an up-down ramp. That shot can actually shoot the ball right back at you, but you know, when the ramp is in the down position, there's actually a diverter behind that ramp that can capture the ball while the mode start animation plays. But anyway, so you're going to start your modes at that center ramp shot. That's one of the things that I really like about Elvira's House of Horrors is it's a fairly easy game to walk up to and just play and have fun, even if you don't have someone there to explain the rules to you. You shoot this house and you'll see the movie clip start playing, and off you go with colored arrows. So that's the main thing. The shot immediately to the left of the center ramp is the lock. It's the garage, I believe it is, and that is where you lock balls for multi-ball. You'll see there's a drop target there, and you can actually make it from the left flipper like I just did, and that's where you lock balls for multi-ball. There's a sequence of multi-balls that you can make. When you start on a new game on Elvira's House of Horrors, you are mere few handful of shots away from a multi-ball, which is get the drop target down, then 1, 2, 3, boom, you're in a multi-ball. Then the first one is Wild Women multi-ball. It's not worth a lot of points, but it does stack on the house movie modes, and so I think the recommendation is to start a mode like this, and then you stack that multi-ball on top of it. I tend to mostly go for the multi-ball jackpots, but try to go. There you go. So here we've done it. We've got our multi-ball that's going to start, and I'm still going to have the colored arrows. So the red jackpot shots are the multi-ball jackpots, and the colored arrows are my movie scene that's still going. Now, the movie scenes are timed. You have a certain number of seconds to complete the number of shots required, And if you let it time out, that's it. It's you have failed to complete the mode, which is bad. You definitely want to complete the modes for a couple of reasons. First of all, when you complete a mode, you earn a chance to get all of the points again from that mode. So let's say you finish a mode and you got 15 million points during the course of the entire thing. Well, you have another shot at another 15 million through a feature called Trailer Trash. You only earn the ability to do Trailer Trash if you complete the mode. So that's reason number one why you really don't want to time out your modes. Reason number two is after 2 completed modes, but on the default settings anyway, you earn an extra ball. And so that's huge, right? Of course you want your extra ball. The timer is at the top of the screen. It says 14 now. Thankfully, it pauses during animations. But watch that time carefully and don't let it go to 0. Shoot those colored arrows. And what you'll see too is when you make a colored arrow shot, like that, the timer resets. It doesn't give you all of the time back, but it gives you some time back, thankfully. Some of the modes require more shots than others. So the ones that require fewer shots, they're not so bad, but some of them are a bit of a slog, and they take a lot of shots to complete. So yeah, watch that timer. All right, so we played some house modes, we played a multi-ball. Let's play again and go through some of the other features of the game.
You came back.
I sure did come back. All right, so other than the house, there's another important feature of the game, which is the crypt. The crypt is another kind of very interesting, cool mechanism on the right side, flanked by 2 pop-up targets. You hit it once at the start of a game, and it opens up, and then you can get the ball in there, and then you'll start one of the flying head modes. So Sergeant Jarhead in this case. And now, once you've got the head floating around on the screen, you can still do everything else that you do in the game, starting house modes, for instance. Here, I'll start a house mode. But now I've got the head there in the crypt. And now my goal is to bash that head a bunch. Kind of dangerous from the left flipper, but you can backhand it very nicely from the right flipper. Oh, just missed it there. And I drained. Bad drain. I thought I was going to get a flipper hop, but miscalculated. Hopefully I can show you bashing the head. Let's try to capture the ball here, get it under control. And I failed again. House is open. We can start another house mode while we're playing the crypt. Oh, bad drain. I'm not having any luck here. But all that to say, you bash the head in the crypt several times, and at the end you earn a chance to complete the crypt mode. So there you go. There's a bash. There you go. Another one. Take that. Well, he got me. I drained, but anyway, when you complete the crypt mode, the ball will actually shoot out of the playfield from right to left. You have to hit the targets on the trunk, and if you can do that, you've earned the head. When you complete 2 of those, again, you earn an extra ball. So there's 2 extra balls to keep in mind here. An extra ball for completing 2 house modes, and another extra ball for completing 2 of the crypt heads. So those are pretty important tools at earning a high score in this game. All right, so the other big feature in this game is the trunk. You'll notice that on the left ramp return, there's the ball kind of goes over the trunk as it comes back down. Well, if you complete the stand-up targets on the left side of the game, the trunk will actually open up, and then shooting the left ramp will load a ball into the trunk. Do that again and get a second ball in there, and you start trunk multi-ball. So let's see if I can get a ball in the trunk and play a trunk multi-ball. Incidentally, completing those targets also earns items. You'll see a flashing insert just next to the trunk. You earn items which do different things. One of them is the key, which is the red one that's flashing right now. If you earn the key, you can start a special room in the house that is not otherwise available. So there's some special hidden modes there. All right, so trunk is now open. Let's go ahead for the trunk. Woo! Woo-hoo. Game is playing fast and brutal, as it should. All right, there's a go. Ball in the trunk. So let's do it again. Try to get a second one. So that's the conventional way of getting balls in the trunk. You can also, oh no, that was ball 3. Well, we'll see that during the course of play later on. You can also just get a ball that will luckily fly into that top opening, and that works just as well. You don't necessarily have to do it hit the stand-up targets. Something else. Now the ball will eject. Another thing to keep in mind with the stand-ups on the left and right, the completing both targets banks will light Playfield multiplier in the in lane, and you can move it side to side, so you can kind of like decide whether you want the ball to roll over or not by moving it side to side, and that will light the 2x and if you get another one while 2x is running, it'll light 4x Playfield multiplier. Those are yellow inserts just above the slingshots. All right, so let's try. What else have we not talked about? Other than that, there's a couple of side modes. There's a ramp side mode, the unhappy hour. There is the orbit side mode, which is drive me crazy. Basically, you shoot a bunch of ramps, shoot a bunch of orbits, and it'll start those side modes. And there's also the gargoyle stand-up side mode as well. Gargoyles Gone Wild. There's 4 gargoyle stand-up targets. There are these really cool pop-up targets that when you hit them, the gargoyle like jumps up and it can actually hit the glass. So you complete all 4 of those sometimes, and you'll get into a few times, and you'll get into the gargoyle side mode. Those are all the kind of things that I normally just do on top of the standard progress in the game. The standard progress being trying to complete as many house modes, the movie scenes, as well as the garage multi-ball, etc. Normally, the other stuff will happen, and it's you need to be aware of it so you're not confused and know what's going on. But the house modes is what I'm normally chasing after in this game for big points. And then, oh, there you go. There's the chance entrance into the trunk. You can't really make that shot directly, but sometimes you'll get a lucky bounce in. So after you have played 3 house modes, there is a special mini wizard mode called House Party. Now, you don't need to complete 3, thankfully, because that'd be pretty difficult. You just need to have played 3. Then the next one is House Party. There's a mode complete.
Hey, I'm talking about their acting skills.
So mode complete will light one of the blue inserts right on top of the flipper there, so you can keep count of how many modes you've completed. Now I've got my yellow arrow, which is the trailer trash, what I was saying before. Completing a mode, you can earn all of the points all over again with just a few shots, those yellow arrows. So if I just get it directly into the center shot on the house, I'll get 50% points. If I make one ramp, then the house, it's 75% points. And if I make both ramps and then the center shot, then you earn 100% of the points that you had earned before in the mode. So really, 3 shots, you've just doubled your mode points. And mode points, can be substantial, like tens of millions or more. So earning it all over again with just a few shots is a big deal, and is one of the main reasons why you want to complete modes, if at all possible. I think that about covers the rules of the game. There's one more really important thing that I have not at all talked about yet, which is Gappa Angry. So, as you play the game, you will see this yellow meter in the center of the playfield kind of accumulate. And I believe that's just done through switch hits. So there's nothing in particular you need to do. Just play as long as possible. Don't die. And eventually the Freak Fryer will fill up. At which point you start the Gappa Angry mini wizard mode, which is super fun. And there's a whole bunch of different versions of it. There's multiple different levels. Hopefully I get to play a game where I show you how that's done here tonight.
Welcome back, darling. Sneaking in the back door, huh?
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
The Deadhead Family Crit.
Oh, ball save still on. And it walks out. Oh, I get warnings, but... Oh, and I tilted! But I guess I didn't tilt well because I didn't even save it.
Shoot for the front door!
Thor reporting. 42 saturation degrees and 96 volume.
Oh, evil, evil game. All right, house is open. Next shot. We'll start a mode. Oh, didn't have enough steam. All righty. Whoa. Another unnecessary shaking the game.
Elvira is watching. Oh, I hope this trailer's good. Horrific.
Wow, that was sick!
Got a match.
No, really.
All right, let's play some more Elvira. Oh, wow. Blazing speed.
I know you're in there.
Do. All right, see if I can get multi-ball going here. Make this slightly safer. Oh, the patented Stern hit it too hard and the drop target doesn't go down. I had a few Stern games that do that.
These teenagers really have attitude in space.
Alrighty.
You win. You win.
I have to say, the flying heads are pretty funny. They did a good job with the humor in this game. Cellar's open. Boom. All right, let's hit the ball save. It's pretty easy to stop it on ball save, but you only get to use it once per game. That item will be unavailable the next time around. All right, let's complete our mode. I'm not gonna get greedy with spinner shots. All right, trailer trash is lit. Yellow arrow center.
These guys are stiffer than... Hey, I'm talking about their acting skills.
Of course, the trailer trash here is barely going to be worth anything because that was a very low-scoring mode for me. Well, intentionally so, of course, because I did not go for spinner shots. There you go. There's 1, 2. Now I'm going to double my mode. Yeah, there you go. 8 million. Nice. Doubled my mode points. And then this is the end of the mode movie clip. Oh, no, I just started another one, huh? Maybe it was the start of a mode.
The hand of fate was used.
Alright, ball lock is lit. Unnecessary shaking is just training for future necessary training. I like it. I like that's a good way of saying it. Oh, it's stuck on the spinner. Okay, necessary shaking here. It's the ball is stuck on the spinner. Probably this, there you go. Flipper vibration is enough to shake it loose. All right, ball 2 locked. 26 seconds on the mode here. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start the multi-ball. Okay, there's our multi-ball.
These flag women have been hot in my garage for months. I bet the beer
I'm surprised they did this animation with the head. It like totally covers Elvira's face in the movie clips. I would suspect the Elvira would be none too pleased to see herself being covered up like that, but alrighty. Got a white arrow at the crypt now for the mode. If I can do that before time's out. No! Oh! Well, okay, ball save was lit, but the multi-balls were interfering with my mode arrows here. Alright, there you go. Alright, now I've got a pink arrow at the house. And you can totally make progress on the crypt during multi-ball, by the way, which is awesome. The crypt stays active. Okay. I thought I was going to time it out, but I got some more pink arrows. All right, and completing the crypt. The crypt shootout on this particular copy of the game is very inconsistent. It does not always hit the 3 targets. I've heard it's an issue on multiple copies of the game. It's certainly not unique to this particular copy of the game. But it is sort of annoying when you're trying to complete your crypt, and you know, the timing of the button press really doesn't matter, because no matter how you press it, it's sometimes just not gonna hit the target. All right, so here you go. Oh, got it. Nice. So we got one crypt head collected, and you'll see the crypt cleaner will have phase 1 as solid now. The white insert that says phase 1. That's how you know how many crypt heads you've collected. And again, after 2, you earn an extra ball. All right, mode complete shot here in the center. One more shot to complete the house mode, which will be 2 complete. 2 complete, so if what I said earlier about an extra ball is true, indeed, there you go, extra ball lit at the house, just as promised. Complete 2 house modes, get an extra ball. All right, so we're in ball 1 here. We're in pretty good shape to have a decent game. There's the trailer trash, double my points. Oh, I was so close. 39 million on a trailer trash, folks. Nice. All right, now I've got a trunk multi-ball ready to go here. Drunk in the trunk. Boom. Oh, that was only the first one. Sorry, I thought it was a multi-ball, but no, that was only the first one. One more, and then it'll be a trunk multi-ball. We've also got the unhappy hour ramp side mode going as well. Oh, it's the secret one. I didn't even notice. That
Whoa, looks like we just stumbled
the
on
window
something
at the
right
very
there.
right of the house is the room that can only be opened if you have the key, which evidently I had. I wasn't even trying, but I got it just by chance. When modes are ready to start, by the way, you move which window is lit with the flippers, so you can actually very easily select which mode you want to start. Oh, well, that was bad. I didn't even make a single shot on the secret house mode. But we're still in really good shape, still on ball 1, have earned extra ball, have 2 modes complete, 1 crypt head collected. And so now we will be playing House Party, which is the little mini wizard mode you get. Oh, give it to me, give it to me. Oh, that was close. That was close. The little mini wizard mode that you earn after playing 3 different modes, house modes. So, all right, 2 more shots to open the house. And we've made decent progress on our Freak Fryer too. You'll see that the meter has 3 solid yellows and 1 flashing yellow. Okay, all right. Let's play Trunk Multi-Ball. It's open. Trunk is open. No pressure. By the way, the left ramp is pretty easy to backhand. That's a very nice, safe way of doing it. Here you go, Trunk Multi-Ball. So this is also some red lit jackpot shots. Also stacks, I believe.
Playfield values are hit.
Whoa, there you go. Super jackpot. Oh, and I earned another skeleton key.
Jumping time.
Nice. Jackpot. Whoa, 8 million. Yeah, this multi-ball is definitely worth more than the first of the garage multi-balls. Oh, no. Get it fast. Oh, I got in 1 last jackpot after the drain and the grace period there before the ball was completely gone. All right, here's House Party, the mini wizard mode.
Halfway through the house, it's time to party like monsters.
Secret mode, what? Yep. You get the key from the trunk, and then it's the window at the very right of the house. And there's, it's not always the same one. So when that window is lit, for every other window in the house, it's always the same one. But I think it's random. There's 3 different modes that can start from that one window, the very rightmost one, and it's random which one you get. And there's achievements in Insider Connected for starting them too. All right, so now we're in House Party. The decent value shots here because I've done pretty well in the house modes, and the value of these shots scales in value with how many haunt shots you've collected thus far in the entire game. So because I've done fairly decently getting here, I should have some decent values. Already 2 of the 4 balls gone. Oh no! Well, very short multi-ball, but that's unfortunate. Still, wow, so you see that was like, 5 seconds long and it was 40 million points. So yeah, it is good points. Let's see if we can get our Freak Fryer completed now. We've played almost all of the main stuff in this game so far. Well, the easy to get to stuff anyway. Whew, close one. All right, head for the trunk. Alrighty. And yeah, when we get our Freak Fryer high enough, you'll see Gappa angry. Maybe we can get there. Now I'm in, I believe I'm in the gargoyles mode, jumping time, as well as Drive Me Crazy, where the orbits are lit. I definitely want to get another crypt head open now because we need to stay alive long enough to get to Freak Flyer. If I can complete another crypt head, we'll earn another extra ball. That said, folks, we're still on ball 1. This is a good one. We've got a good one going.
Undead Dreadhead.
So, all right, so now we've got the second of the flying heads lit, and we need to do some bashing. Ooh, danger. Well, that scared me.
The hand of fate is lit.
Let's do some bashing. Starter mode? Yeah, starter mode. And do some bashing. We can do both.
A werewolf can only be killed with a silver bullet.
There's also, by the way,
A member of the Washington
a mini wizard mode for collecting all the items at the trunk, and I think we're getting relatively close to that. We've got 3 out of 5 items completed. When you complete them all, you get a special mode called Phone a Fiend. Let's see if we can get there too. Whoa! Uh-oh. Okay, I'd better not touch this game anymore. I've got no warnings left. No warnings left. Let's get some blue arrows as best I can, not shaking the game.
The girls will figure this out.
All one, lock.
Okay, let's bash. Let's bash. The backhand bash is relatively safe compared to the forehand bash on the crypt. So definitely from a... no, okay, I had to let that one go. I mean, I don't want to lose my bonus here. Let's see, was it worth not tilting to get this bonus? No! Oh, I was going to say 600. Oh, it's still puny. 3 million? Maybe I should have tried to save Maybe I should have tried to save it. I thought the bonuses were bigger in this game, but...
Oh, look who I found sneaking in the back door, eh?
All right, we've bashed enough. Now we can enter the crypt. Try to earn our second head and another extra ball. Dude. Did we get it? We did. We did get it. Nice. So extra ball for collecting the second head, and is now lit at the house. And we'll start a mode 2. Nice. Okay, we've got to be getting close to Gap Angry here. The 5th Freak Friar yellow light has been flashing for a little while now. So a bunch of pop bumper hits and spinners would be probably a good thing at this point. Let's go to the right orbit.
Those long business trips will kill you.
Left orbit will go to the pop bumpers as well. The pressure's on here, folks. We've got a good one going. Into the house. So yeah, the left orbit can go to the pop bumpers, or the house can capture it and it'll shoot out the up-down ramp. Is that another trunk? It might be another trunk. Yes, another trunk! Multi-balls are great for collecting switch hits, so I'll take it. Staying alive, too. Well, I wonder, maybe the Freak Friar actually went away. Maybe Freak Friar is not... You don't collect switch hits during multi-balls? That's a good question. I don't know. Let's see if it comes back. Oh, maybe I just completed it. Yeah, okay, I'm back to single ball play, and the Freak Friar is gone. And so I think what that means is we have earned enough hits to qualify Gappa Angry. And at the end of this mode, we should see Gappa Angry. It was still ball 2, so even worst case if I drain, we should see Gappa Angry. Okay, ball 2 locked. Might as well try to complete the mode. Yeah. We don't just want to see things, we want to get a good score here, so... Another one of those. Hit it strong. It doesn't go down. Drop target hits. My favorite. All right. Oh yes, well, last shot. When you see a white at the house, that means it's the last shot of the mode. 19 million, nice. And Gappa Angry is indeed qualified. So we're gonna first do our trailer trash. Oh, hopefully the camera survives the intensity of the flashing here. Okay, we've got extra ball. We're only on ball 2. All is not lost. I did lose my trailer trash 20 million points there, but we're doing pretty good. Got 3 modes complete too. Of course, whenever you desperately need a shot, that's when it's the hardest to shoot, right? Come on, house. All right, there you go. Gappa Angry. All right, so this is a super cool mini wizard mode where there's 5 different levels of it. And you have to earn your way to the top level by basically making shots. You'll see a certain number of shots are required to complete every level. Once you make those shots, you move on to the next level. So now I need center shot. And just follow the shots, basically. Another house shot is needed here. It says not timed as far as I know, so take your time. Don't stress with the clock. All right, so I think now we have completed level 1. We are going to try to earn level 2. You'll see the second yellow insert on the Freak Fryer is now flashing rapidly. So now I need ramps. Oh, that's probably going to come out. I got a lucky trunk there. Oh, yes! The lucky trunk shot earns you a shot progressing through Gappa Angry, which is awesome. Like, that's super cool. It doesn't just, like, kick it out and say, oh, this ball isn't valid. Like, here you go, have it back. Oh, no! Okay, well, we made it to level 2 of Gappa Angry, which is Dance Fever. Depending on how far you make it, when you drain, that is the mode that you will play. So this is the second of 5. I was hoping to get to, you know, a little bit higher up the ladder there, but I'll take it. It's a 2-ball multi-ball. Worth a bunch of points. And it's cool, like, every time you play it, it's different. You know, you get to a different level. There's like 5 whole different modes here, and so every time you get to Gappa Angry, it's not always the same experience. It depends how far you get on that ladder of qualification to start it. So super cool. Lyman F. Sheets, genius programming, genius game and rule design. It's fantastic. Ball save. Oh, it's gone. I used it already. Whoa. I'll take my 5 million points. Well, it didn't last long, but that was Gappa Angry, which is super fun. All right, so maybe one last thing to try to do here is to get to Phone a Fiend. We've got 4 of 5 items collected on the trunk. And so if I can collect that last one, we will see Phone a Fiend, which is also kind of like a little mini wizard mode. So I'm going to intentionally do maybe, which is not super wise. I'll try to start a mode, but then what I'm going to do is intentionally shoot those trunk targets, which are shooting them directly is definitely dangerous. Uh-oh, warning already. I'll take a warning over a drain though, and we're on ball 3 here. Oh no! No Phone a Fiend in this game, but we were almost there. We saw a bunch of other stuff. We saw House Party. We saw Gappa Angry. We saw Trunk, and we saw some crypt heads being collected. So that was a great game. Elvira's House of Horrors. What a fun game. 378 million. Not too bad of a score. Not good enough for a high score, but I'll take it, folks.
Come back anytime.
All right, folks, that's Elvira's House of Horrors. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please stay tuned next time for more pinball here on Alpha Bravo Pinball. Good night, everyone.